Hello, welcome to a Halloween special video. I've recently been looking at Phasmophobia thanks to some of my learners making me aware of it, and there was this kind of live camera scene where you can hide out in your van while you put a camera into a creepy house and you can watch what goes on. So I'm essentially going to show how we can use that mechanic without one piece of code. So the scene I've got up here is that I've got a first person in my scene, as well as a little camera monitor set up. If we have a look here, as you can see here, and then on the other side of the wall I have my camera. So it's just a very dodgy camera model, pointing at the pumpkin, and what we want to do is to be able to see what this camera is filming and be able to see it on behind this wall and be able to see it on back onto the monitor over here, okay, through first person view. So what we need to do first is we need to add another camera into our scene. So this would be my camera prop. I'm going to add a physical camera object into here. Okay, and as you can see, we've already got the camera view, and I'll just drag this down a bit so we can see this a little bit better. So at the moment, what is our camera doing? It is facing a completely wrong direction. So let's have a look at this. Let's make sure it's facing the right way. So if we poke it that way, let's put it at -90. There we go. And then I'm just going to drag that out. So there we go. And we can also have a look at this camera. Look at the field of view, and we can change that to there. Something like that. That would be quite good. Cool. So we've got a camera in there, and I've just lined this up. It's just matched with it. It's not even parented in with it. Doesn't need to be parented with it. It's just acting like it is that camera at the moment. So what we need to do is we need to go to our project tab, right click, go to create, and we're going to do something called render texture. And we're going to click on render texture, and I'm going to call this camera footage. Lovely. You can change this, but it's fine as it is. I'm just thinking as a nice quick tutorial, we'll just leave it as it is. And what we'll do is we'll click onto this camera that we've just added in, lined up with, that we can see the pumpkin. And under target texture, I'm going to add this camera footage just there like that. Cool. Lovely. So that's all set up and done. Now we need to go back to our monitor. There it is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to quickly add a cube. There we go. And then obviously let's size this cube down. Let's change that to 0.2. That's still quite thick. Let's change that to even thinner, like that. Lovely. I'm just going to use the rect tool to size this down so it fits in with here. I actually might rotate this by 180 as well, so we've got there. So that's looking at us. Lovely. Cool. So as you can see here, I'm now creating almost like a screen to fit in here, and this is where our footage is going to play. Okay, so it might look a bit dodgy, but well, let's click off it and see what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad. I might just pop that a bit in a bit further. Lovely. Something like that. That looks okay. Cool. So then what I'm going to do is, just like as we add any other texture on this cube, which I'm now going to call screen because this is my screen, I'm going to add my camera footage, and this should add. There we go. Oh, it's upside down, but we can deal with that. So let's quickly rotate this. Whoa, we don't want to rotate it that way. We want to rotate it on the Z. So let's go with. So it's completely upside down. So go 180. There we go. There's and we can already see our footage in there. So if we press play, so if I go here and then I can walk up to, and that is exactly what my camera is showing right now. So we could even add a little animation or something like that onto it. That could be fine as well, but this is almost like a live camera, so we could even animate this camera. So let's go back to our camera here. What we could do is with this camera we could even just move it up. Now even if I move it up and then just to show that it is a completely live feed as well, if I go back to playing my game, I press play, we can see that that camera view has changed there. So what we can do is then even in my camera, and you can probably move this, and as you can see we could even animate this camera and it will work absolutely fine. So you've got a live feed camera from a first person game. So and it's a really nice simple mechanic without any code, and so if you wanted to create like a horror kind of game with a live feed just like Phasmophobia, you can. Cool. Have a great Halloween and I'll see you soon.